In the heart of every human lies an alchemist, a seeker of transformation, a dreamer yearning to shape the intangible into reality. From ancient mystery schools to the profound teachings of modern masters, humanity has been gifted fragments of a timeless secret, the power to create through intention. Yet, in a world overwhelmed by distractions and doubt, how do we reclaim this forgotten art? The Alchemy of Creation invites you on a journey through the wisdom of secret societies, the subtle laws governing the universe, and the practices that bridge the gap between thought and manifestation. This is more than a book. It is a guide to unlocking the dormant potential within you, to turn your deepest desires into tangible, meaningful existence. Are you ready to embrace your role as a creator of your reality? Let the alchemy begin. Chapter 1. The Secret Societies, a Brief History. For centuries, secret societies have captivated the imagination of humanity. Cloaked in mystery and steeped in symbolism, these groups have wielded influence far beyond what meets the eye. Were they merely guardians of ancient wisdom, or were they architects of hidden agendas? To understand their role in shaping our world and their connection to the principles of creation, we must journey back to the origins of these enigmatic organizations. The seeds of secret societies were sown thousands of years ago in the temples of ancient Egypt, Greece, and Mesopotamia. These early mystery schools were not merely religious institutions. They were centers of higher learning, where initiates delved into the esoteric sciences, metaphysics, and the alchemy of the soul. From the Hermetic teachings attributed to Thoth to the Eleusinian mysteries of Demeter and Persephone, these schools explored the profound connection between human consciousness and the cosmos. Their teachings were not for everyone. Only the initiated, those deemed ready to embrace the discipline and secrecy required, were entrusted with the keys to these mysteries. Why such exclusivity? The knowledge held within these schools was seen as a double-edged sword, a tool for enlightenment or a weapon of manipulation. Thus, the veil of secrecy was both a safeguard and a barrier, ensuring that such power was wielded responsibly. Fast forward to the medieval era, and we encounter one of the most famous secret societies in history, the Knights Templar. Formed during the Crusades, the Templars were ostensibly warrior monks tasked with protecting Christian pilgrims. However, beneath their martial exterior lay a profound connection to ancient wisdom. Legends abound about their discoveries in Jerusalem, particularly beneath the Temple Mount. Some suggest they unearthed sacred relics, possibly the Ark of the Covenant or the Holy Grail. Others speculate that they rediscovered the secrets of sacred geometry, alchemy, and spiritual transformation. Whatever the truth, the Templars amassed immense wealth and influence, making them a target of envy and fear. Their dramatic downfall in the early 14th century, orchestrated by King Philip IV of France, only deepened the mystique surrounding their order. Even today, the Templars are revered as guardians of lost knowledge, their legacy entwined with Freemasonry and other modern secret societies. No discussion of secret societies would be complete without mentioning the Illuminati, the most infamous and controversial group of all. Founded in 1776 in Bavaria by Adam Weishaupt, the original Illuminati sought to promote reason, secularism, and Enlightenment ideals in an era dominated by monarchies and religious dogma. Their mission was radical, to challenge oppressive structures and champion human progress. But as with many secret societies, the Illuminati quickly became shrouded in conspiracy theories. Were they merely a philosophical movement, or did they evolve into shadowy puppeteers manipulating world events? From the French Revolution to the rise of global capitalism, the Illuminati have been accused of orchestrating nearly every major historical event. The truth is elusive. While the original Bavarian Illuminati disbanded in the late 18th century, the idea of a powerful, clandestine group pulling the strings of humanity has persisted. Perhaps this speaks more to our collective fear of the unknown than to any verifiable conspiracy. What ties these secret societies together is their unwavering pursuit of mastery over themselves, their environment, and the forces of creation. Their rituals, symbols, and teachings were not mere decorations. They were tools designed to awaken latent potential within their members. Consider the concept of the great work, a term often associated with alchemy, but equally relevant to the mission of these societies. The great work is the process of transforming the mundane into the divine, the lead of ignorance into the gold of enlightenment. It mirrors the journey of creation itself, setting an intention, cultivating clarity, and manifesting a new reality. In this light, secret societies are not relics of the past, but reflections of a universal truth. They remind us that the power to create resides within each of us, waiting to be unlocked through discipline, knowledge, and intention. In an age of instant information and relentless noise, the idea of secret societies might seem antiquated, yet their principles remain profoundly relevant. What they sought to preserve, the art of focus, the cultivation of wisdom, and the alignment of action with intention, is more critical than ever in our fragmented world. Modern seekers can learn much from the legacy of these groups. The path to creation and mastery is not found in shortcuts or surface-level knowledge, but in a deeper engagement with the mysteries of life. Whether through meditation, study, or intentional living, we too can become alchemists of our reality. As we delve deeper into the alchemy of creation, remember this: you are not an outsider looking in. The journey of secret societies is your journey. Their symbols are your symbols. Their rituals a reflection of the transformative processes within you. The question is, are you ready to step into the circle of seekers? To embrace the discipline, courage, and openness required to transform intention into reality? As we move forward, let the stories of these societies inspire you to uncover the alchemist within and embark on your great work. In the next chapter, we will explore the Freemasons, perhaps the most enduring secret society, and their role as guardians of ancient wisdom. Their story, like yours, is one of evolution, transformation, and the relentless pursuit of truth. Chapter 2: The Freemasons, Guardians of Ancient Wisdom. Few organizations evoke as much intrigue and speculation as the Freemasons. With their secretive rituals, symbolic imagery, and historic legacy, they have captured the imagination of countless scholars, conspiracy theorists, and truth seekers. But who are the Freemasons, really? Are they simply a fraternal organization bound by camaraderie and charity? Or do they possess a deeper purpose rooted in the preservation of ancient wisdom? To understand their significance, we must journey through their origins, their symbolism, and their enduring impact on the world. The origins of Freemasonry remain a topic of debate among historians. Some trace their roots to medieval stonemason guilds, where master builders passed down their craft through secretive apprenticeships. Others suggest a connection to the Knights Templar, who, after their persecution, are said to have gone underground, transforming into the Masonic Brotherhood. What is clear is that by the early 18th century, Freemasonry had evolved into a formal organization, distinct from its operative stonemason roots. The establishment of the Grand Lodge of England in 1717 marked a pivotal moment, formalizing Freemasonry as a speculative craft, one concerned not with physical stones, but with the metaphorical building of character and enlightenment. This transition from operative to speculative Freemasonry reflects a profound shift. The focus was no longer on constructing cathedrals, but on constructing oneself. The tools of the Mason, square, compass, level, and plumb, became symbols of moral and spiritual principles, guiding members towards self-improvement and harmony with the cosmos. Central to Freemasonry is its system of degrees, a hierarchical structure designed to impart wisdom and personal growth. These degrees, commonly divided into entered apprentice, fellow craft, and master mason, are not mere titles. They represent stages of enlightenment, each revealing deeper truths about life, humanity, and the divine. Entered. Apprentice. The first degree is about beginnings, laying the foundation for self-discovery. It encourages initiates to reflect on their ignorance and embrace the pursuit of knowledge. The tools of the Mason symbolize discipline, focus, and the potential to shape oneself into something greater. Fellow craft. The second degree delves into intellectual growth and the mastery of one's craft. Here, the initiate learns the importance of balance between work and rest, thought and action. It is a call to expand one's horizons and understand the interconnectedness of all things. Master Mason. The final degree is a profound exploration of mortality and transcendence. Through allegory and ritual, it confronts the initiate with the ultimate questions of life. What is our purpose? How do we leave a legacy? It challenges members to rise above ego and embrace the universal truths of compassion, humility, and service. These degrees are more than ceremonies. They are transformative experiences. Each symbol, word, and gesture carries layers of meaning, inviting initiates to look beyond the surface and uncover the mysteries of existence. Freemasonry's influence extends far beyond lodge walls. Throughout history, many prominent figures have been Freemasons, their lives and achievements reflecting the order's values. George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, Mozart, Winston Churchill, and Voltaire are just a few of the luminaries who embraced Masonic principles. In politics and governance, Freemasons have often championed liberty, equality, and fraternity. The founding fathers of the United States, many of whom were Masons, embedded these ideals into the very fabric of the nation. The design of Washington, D.C., with its symbolic architecture, is often attributed to Masonic influence. In the arts and sciences, Masons like Mozart and Sir Isaac Newton exemplified the blending of reason and creativity. Their works reflect a quest for harmony and universal truth, core tenets of Masonic philosophy. In humanitarian efforts, Freemasons have consistently emphasized charity and community service. Their philanthropic contributions, from funding schools to supporting disaster relief, underscore their commitment to bettering society. While these achievements are celebrated, they also highlight a paradox. The secrecy surrounding Freemasonry has often led to suspicion and conspiracy theories, overshadowing its positive contributions. Critics accuse Masons of wielding undue influence, while others see them as custodians of hidden knowledge. Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between, a balance of public service and private introspection. At its core, Freemasonry is a journey of self-mastery. It challenges its members to balance the material and the spiritual, the individual and the collective. Its rituals and symbols serve as reminders that the real work of a Mason is not building structures, but building character. The square teaches us to act with integrity. The compass urges us to set boundaries and measure our actions. The level reminds us of equality, while the plumb encourages uprightness in all we do. These tools, simple yet profound, guide Masons in their quest to align with universal principles. Freemasonry also emphasizes the interconnectedness of all things. Its teachings encourage members to see the world not as a series of isolated events, but as a tapestry woven with intention and purpose. This holistic perspective resonates deeply with the theme of this book, the Alchemy of Creation. Freemasonry is more than an organization. It is a living tradition, a repository of ancient wisdom adapted to modern times. Whether or not one is a Mason, its principles offer valuable insights. Seek knowledge. Like the Mason, be a lifelong student, always chiseling away at ignorance. Live intentionally. Use your tools, thoughts, words, and actions to shape a meaningful existence. Serve others. True mastery lies not in personal gain, but in uplifting humanity. As we explore the laws of creation in the chapters ahead, the Freemasons remind us of a timeless truth. The power to manifest our reality begins with mastering ourselves. Their rituals, symbols, and teachings are a testament to the potential within each of us to become architects of our destiny. Chapter 3. The Law of Awareness, the Power of Presence. In an age dominated by distractions, the ability to be fully present feels like a forgotten art. Yet, within this lost practice lies a profound truth. Awareness is the foundation of creation. Before we can manifest change in the external world, we must first cultivate clarity within ourselves. This is the essence of the law of awareness, a universal principle that teaches us to embrace the present moment as the only place where transformation begins. To master this law is to awaken to life's infinite possibilities. It is the doorway to understanding who we are, what we desire, and how we can consciously shape our reality. Awareness isn't just about observing the world, it's about knowing ourselves as creators within it. At its core, awareness is the act of paying attention, deliberately and without judgment. Yet, in our fast-paced lives, this simple practice is often overshadowed by the noise of constant activity. Mindfulness, the art of being fully engaged with the present, is both a remedy for this chaos and a gateway to deeper self-understanding. Mindfulness begins with small steps, noticing the rhythm of your breath, feeling the texture of the earth beneath your feet, or observing the way sunlight dances through the trees. These seemingly mundane moments anchor us in the now, stripping away the illusions of past and future. Meditation, as a deeper extension of mindfulness, invites us to quiet the mind and explore the stillness within. In this stillness, we discover that thoughts are like passing clouds, transient, ever-changing, and separate from our true essence. Through meditation, we cultivate the ability to witness our inner world without becoming entangled in its drama. This practice isn't merely about relaxation, it's about liberation. It frees us from the grip of unconscious patterns, revealing the vastness of our inner landscape. With time, meditation sharpens our awareness, making us more attuned to the subtle currents of thought, emotion, and intuition. Awareness deepens when we learn to step back and observe our mental and emotional states. This practice, often called witnessing, is transformative because it shifts our identity from the experiencer to the observer. Consider this. How often do you react to a fleeting thought or emotion as though it defines you? A moment of anger may spark harsh words, or a wave of doubt might lead to hesitation. Yet, these reactions stem not from the emotions themselves, but from our unconscious identification with them. The practice of witnessing teaches us to create space between stimulus and response. When anger arises, we notice it without judgment. When doubt surfaces, we observe it without resistance. This detachment doesn't suppress our feelings. It illuminates them, allowing us to respond with greater wisdom and intention. By becoming the witness, we transcend the limitations of reactive living. We begin to see our thoughts and emotions as tools rather than tyrants, resources we can consciously use to create our desired reality. One of the most profound shifts in awareness comes when we release judgment. To judge is to label, to categorize experiences as good or bad, right or wrong, desirable or undesirable. While judgment is a natural function of the mind, it often creates unnecessary resistance. For example, when faced with a challenging situation, the mind might immediately judge it as negative, triggering feelings of frustration or despair. But what if, instead, we approach the situation with curiosity and acceptance? What if we saw it as an opportunity for growth rather than a burden? Acceptance is not the same as resignation. It doesn't mean we passively endure life's difficulties. Instead, it's a recognition of reality as it is, a willingness to embrace the present moment, even when it feels uncomfortable. This shift in perspective is liberating. When we stop resisting what is, we free up the energy to focus on what can be. Acceptance becomes the fertile ground from which intentional creation can grow. The law of awareness teaches us that creation begins in the now. While intentions may be rooted in future desires, the act of manifesting them unfolds in the present moment. Without awareness, we lose sight of this truth, becoming entangled in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. Presence is the bridge between intention and reality. It is the state in which we align our thoughts, emotions, and actions with our highest vision. Consider an artist at work. Their mind isn't wandering to unfinished chores or distant dreams. They are fully immersed in their craft, channeling inspiration into form. This is the alchemy of awareness, the ability to turn the intangible into the tangible through focused presence. The law of awareness invites us to see life as a canvas and our attention as the brush. Whatever we focus on grows, gaining depth and vibrancy with each stroke. This principle can work for us or against us, depending on where we direct our awareness. If we dwell on fear, doubt, or scarcity, these energies take root in our lives, shaping our reality in their image. But if we cultivate awareness of abundance, possibility, and love, we begin to draw these qualities into our experience. Awareness isn't about denying life's challenges. It's about choosing how we engage with them. It's the difference between being a passive recipient of circumstances and an active participant in creation. The journey of awareness is a journey of empowerment. It teaches us that we are not victims of life, but creators within it. By mastering the art of presence, we reclaim our role as alchemists, capable of transforming any moment into an opportunity for growth and creation. As you explore the practices outlined in this chapter, mindfulness, meditation, witnessing, and acceptance, remember that awareness is both a discipline and a gift. It is the foundation upon which all other creative principles rest. Chapter 4. The Law of Clarity, the Art of Intentional Living. What do you truly desire? Not what society tells you to want, not what others expect of you, but what resonates deeply with your soul. This question is both simple and profound. Yet, in the noise of daily life, many of us fail to pause and answer it honestly. The law of clarity reminds us that a purposeful life begins with clear intentions. Like a compass guiding a ship, clarity steers us toward our destination, transforming scattered dreams into actionable goals and deliberate actions. To live intentionally is to embrace the art of clarity. It is the process of defining our desires, aligning our actions with our values, and dismantling the internal barriers that obscure our vision. The law of clarity is not merely about knowing what you want. It is about becoming a focused creator of your reality. Intention is the seed from which creation grows. Without intention, life can feel like a series of random events, leaving us adrift and unfulfilled. But when we set clear intentions, we align our thoughts, emotions, and actions with a greater purpose. Consider this: an archer cannot hit a target without first choosing it. Similarly, intention provides us with focus. It transforms vague aspirations into specific aims, sharpening our ability to manifest what we desire. Affirmations amplify this process. By repeatedly declaring our intentions, we embed them into our subconscious mind, creating a powerful feedback loop between belief and reality. For example, affirming, "I am abundant," shifts our mindset from scarcity to prosperity, influencing not only our thoughts, but also the opportunities we attract. Yet, intention and affirmation require more than words. They demand conviction. To truly embody an intention is to live as though it is already realized. This alignment between belief and action is the essence of clarity. Clarity thrives in specificity. It is not enough to say, "I want to be successful," or "I want to be happy." These aspirations, while meaningful, lack the precision needed for manifestation. Instead, clarity asks us to define success and happiness in our terms. Begin by asking, what does success look like to me? How will I know when I've achieved it? What steps can I take today to move closer to this vision? When we set clear, measurable goals, we give ourselves a roadmap. This roadmap not only guides our actions, but also motivates us to persevere, even in the face of obstacles. Visualization enhances this process by engaging our imagination. When we visualize our goals, we create mental blueprints of success. This practice is not mere daydreaming. It is a neurological exercise that primes our brain for achievement. Studies have shown that vividly imagining an outcome activates the same neural pathways as physically experiencing it, strengthening our resolve and enhancing our performance. Imagine yourself already living your dream. Feel the emotions, see the details, and immerse yourself in the experience. This vivid imagery reinforces clarity, bridging the gap between intention and reality. As we cultivate clarity, we inevitably confront the internal barriers that cloud our vision. Limiting beliefs, those deeply ingrained narratives that tell us what we can or cannot do, are among the most significant obstacles to intentional living. These beliefs often stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, or fear of failure. They manifest as thoughts like, "I'm not smart enough," "I don't deserve this," or "it's too late for me." Left unchecked, they become self-fulfilling prophecies, shaping our actions and, by extension, our reality. To overcome limiting beliefs, we must first identify them. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. What stories do you tell yourself when faced with challenges? Once identified, challenge these beliefs with evidence to the contrary. For example, if you believe, "I always fail," reflect on moments when you succeeded despite the odds. Replacing negative self-talk with empowering affirmations is another powerful strategy. Instead of saying, "I can't," declare, "I can and I will." Instead of focusing on past mistakes, remind yourself, "I am constantly learning and growing." Breaking free from limiting beliefs requires patience and persistence, but it is a crucial step toward clarity. As these mental barriers dissolve, we begin to see ourselves and our potential with greater accuracy. Clarity is not just about knowing what we want, it is about aligning our actions with our values. When our goals resonate with our core beliefs, we create a sense of purpose that fuels our journey. For example, if you value creativity, pursuing a rigid, monotonous career may leave you unfulfilled, no matter how successful it appears on the surface. Similarly, if you value connection, isolating yourself to chase material wealth may feel empty in the long run. Living intentionally means regularly assessing whether our actions reflect our values. This alignment creates harmony between our inner and outer worlds, allowing us to navigate life with authenticity and confidence. When we embrace the law of clarity, we transform not only our vision, but also our relationship with life itself. Clarity empowers us to take ownership of our journey, to see challenges as opportunities, and to act with purpose rather than passivity. Imagine standing at the edge of a dense forest, unsure of the path ahead. Without clarity, the trees seem overwhelming, and every step feels uncertain. But with clarity, the path becomes visible. The forest remains vast, but you move forward with confidence, guided by the knowledge of where you are going and why. This is the gift of clarity. It transforms uncertainty into possibility, hesitation into action, and dreams into reality. Chapter 5. The Law of Creation, Manifesting Your Reality. Every masterpiece begins with an idea, a spark of thought that sets the wheels of creation in motion. The law of creation is the mechanism through which we transform intangible ideas into tangible realities. It reminds us that the power to create is not reserved for a select few. It is an inherent quality within each of us, waiting to be awakened. Yet, to create consciously and effectively, we must understand the principles that govern this process. Manifestation is not a random act, but a deliberate alignment of thought, belief, and action. It requires us to step into our role as creators, taking responsibility for the energy we emit and the reality we construct. At the heart of creation lies the mind. Our thoughts and beliefs act as blueprints, shaping the world we experience. Everything you see in your life today began as a thought, consciously or unconsciously. The home you live in, the career you've built, the relationships you cherish or struggle with, all were born from patterns of thinking that crystallized into belief systems. Beliefs in particular are the architects of reality. They influence how we perceive the world, how we react to challenges, and what opportunities we attract or repel. If you believe that success is only for others, you unconsciously sabotage your efforts to achieve it. If you believe you are unworthy of love, you may close yourself off to the connections you crave. To master the law of creation, we must examine our beliefs and challenge those that no longer serve us. This process is akin to weeding a garden, removing the limiting beliefs that choke our potential so that new, empowering ones can take root. Once we align our thoughts and beliefs, the next step is to use the mind's most potent tools, visualization and imagination. These faculties are the bridge between the unmanifested and the manifested, allowing us to see, feel, and even live our desires before they materialize. Visualization is more than simply picturing a goal. It's about immersing yourself in the experience as though it is already real. For example, if your dream is to start a thriving business, don't just see yourself running it. Feel the excitement of waking up each day with purpose. Hear the sound of customers appreciating your work, and sense the pride of contributing value to the world. Neuroscience reveals that the brain cannot distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and reality. By visualizing success, we activate the same neural pathways as if we were already living it, strengthening our belief and motivation to take action. Imagination, on the other hand, expands the boundaries of possibility. It allows us to explore solutions and ideas that may seem out of reach through conventional thinking. When we engage our imagination, we access a creative reservoir that fuels innovation and inspiration. Thought and belief are powerful, but they are not enough on their own. Creation requires action, steps that bring our visions into the physical realm. However, not all actions are equal. The most effective actions are those guided by inspiration and alignment. Inspired action feels different from forced effort. It emerges from a place of excitement, curiosity, or deep knowing. It's the idea that wakes you in the middle of the night, or the nudge that compels you to take a leap of faith. These actions often defy logic, but carry an undeniable sense of purpose. For example, you might feel an inexplicable urge to attend a particular event, only to meet someone there who changes the trajectory of your life. Or you might decide to start a creative project, not knowing it will lead to unexpected opportunities. The key is to listen to these intuitive prompts and act on them, even when the path ahead isn't fully clear. The universe often operates like a GPS system. It won't reveal the entire journey at once, but will guide you step by step as you move forward. Equally important is the willingness to embrace opportunities when they arise. Too often we hesitate or doubt our readiness, allowing fear to hold us back. But creation favors the bold, those who seize the moments of possibility and trust their ability to navigate whatever comes next. At its core, the law of creation is about energy. Every thought, belief, and action carries a vibrational frequency that interacts with the field of infinite potential. When our energy is aligned with our desires, we become magnetic to the experiences and outcomes we seek. This alignment requires harmony between our inner and outer worlds. If you dream of abundance but harbor fear of scarcity, the conflicting energies cancel each other out, hindering manifestation. Similarly, if you set goals but fail to act on them, you send mixed signals to the universe. To harmonize your energy, practice gratitude for what you already have, maintain faith in what you're creating, and let go of resistance to how and when it will unfold. Creation is not about controlling every detail. It's about trusting the process while staying committed to your vision. Perhaps the most beautiful aspect of the law of creation is that it invites us to see life as a canvas for our imagination. It reminds us that we are not passive observers, but active participants in the unfolding of reality. Every day, we have the opportunity to create, not just material outcomes, but also emotions, relationships, and experiences. We can create joy in a simple moment, connection in a meaningful conversation, or beauty in the way we approach our work. The act of creation is inherently joyful because it aligns us with our true nature. When we create, we tap into the divine spark within us, becoming co-creators with the universe. The law of creation is an invitation to reclaim your power. It challenges you to let go of excuses and external blame, reminding you that the life you live is a reflection of the choices you make. As you practice aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and actions, remember that creation is not a one-time event, but a continuous process. Every moment holds the potential for transformation, and every choice shapes the story you are writing. Chapter 6. The Law of Balance. Harmonizing mind, body, and spirit. Life, at its core, is a delicate interplay of forces. Just as the earth maintains equilibrium to sustain life, so too must we cultivate balance within ourselves to thrive. The law of balance is a universal principle that teaches us to harmonize the demands of our mind, body, and spirit. It is the art of navigating the highs and lows, the push and pull, and the constant flux of existence. In a world that glorifies hustle and achievement, balance is often overlooked, dismissed as a luxury rather than a necessity. Yet, without balance, success becomes hollow, relationships fray, and inner peace feels elusive. To master the law of balance is to rediscover our natural state, a state where we are not at war with ourselves but flowing seamlessly with life's rhythm. For many, modern life feels like a relentless treadmill of obligations. The pursuit of professional success often comes at the cost of personal fulfillment, while the quest for financial security can overshadow the need for joy and connection. This imbalance creates a paradox. We work tirelessly for a better life, only to find ourselves too drained to enjoy it. Work-life balance is not about dividing time equally between career and personal pursuits. It's about integrating both in a way that honors your values. It means recognizing when to push forward and when to step back, understanding that rest is not laziness, but a vital part of productivity. Consider this analogy. A musician doesn't create harmony by playing continuously. They create it by balancing notes with pauses. Similarly, we must learn to value the pauses in our lives, moments of rest, reflection, and recreation that restore our energy and creativity. Ancient wisdom traditions have long recognized the importance of balance, offering practices like yoga and tai chi to harmonize mind, body, and spirit. These disciplines are more than physical exercises. They are moving meditations that teach us to connect with the present moment and cultivate inner harmony. Yoga, for instance, combines breath control, postures, and meditation to create a state of balance within the body. It strengthens flexibility and endurance while calming the mind and enhancing self-awareness. Each pose is a metaphor for life. Some are challenging, others restorative, but all require focus, patience, and balance. Tai Chi, often described as meditation in motion, emphasizes fluid movements that mirror the flow of nature. Its slow, deliberate actions foster mindfulness and help us align our internal energy, or qi, with the external environment. Through Tai Chi, we learn to move with life's currents rather than resist them, finding grace even in moments of adversity. Both practices remind us that balance is not static. It is a dynamic process that requires continual adjustment. The physical body is the vessel through which we experience life, and its well-being directly impacts our mental and spiritual states. Neglecting our body, whether through poor nutrition, lack of exercise, or chronic stress, creates imbalances that ripple through every aspect of our being. Nutrition plays a foundational role in maintaining balance. Food is not merely fuel. It is information that communicates with our cells, influencing our energy, mood, and resilience. A diet rich in whole, nutrient-dense foods supports physical vitality and mental clarity, while processed, nutrient-poor foods contribute to fatigue and emotional instability. Equally important is physical activity. Movement is life, and regular exercise enhances our physical strength, releases stress, and boosts endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals. Yet, balance is key here as well. Overexertion can lead to burnout, just as inactivity breeds stagnation. The goal is not to push ourselves to extremes, but to find a sustainable rhythm that supports overall well-being. Balance extends beyond the physical into the realms of thought and emotion. The mind, if left unchecked, can become a relentless taskmaster, driving us to overanalyze, worry, or dwell on the past. Similarly, unchecked emotions can pull us into cycles of anger, fear, or despair. The practice of mindfulness offers a pathway to harmonize our inner world. By observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment, we create space to respond rather than react. This awareness helps us identify when we are veering off course, whether by overthinking, overworking, or neglecting our emotional needs. Journaling, meditation, and moments of solitude can further deepen this connection to our inner selves. These practices act as mirrors, reflecting the state of our mind and spirit and guiding us back to balance when we falter. The spirit is the essence of who we are, transcending the physical and mental realms. To nurture spiritual balance is to stay connected to a sense of purpose and a higher power, whatever that may mean for you. For some, this connection comes through prayer or meditation. For others, it may arise in nature, art, or acts of service. The key is to create rituals that align with your beliefs and sustain your sense of wonder and gratitude. Spiritual imbalance often manifests as a feeling of emptiness, even when all external needs are met. This disconnection can be healed by shifting our focus from material pursuits to meaningful experiences and relationships. Balance is not a destination, it is a dance, an ongoing negotiation between opposing forces. There will be times when life demands more of your energy in one area, tipping the scales temporarily. The key is to remain conscious of these shifts and take steps to restore equilibrium when the time is right. Think of balance as a pendulum that swings gently back and forth. The goal is not to freeze it in place, but to keep its motion smooth and harmonious. The law of balance teaches us that a fulfilling life is not one of excess or deprivation, but one of integration. It asks us to honor the needs of our mind, body, and spirit equally, recognizing that neglecting one diminishes the whole. As you reflect on your life, ask yourself, where am I giving too much, and where am I not giving enough? How can I create space for rest without guilt? What practices can I adopt to nurture balance daily? In mastering the law of balance, we unlock the ability to move through life with grace, resilience, and joy. Chapter 7. The Path of Self-Mastery. Life is often described as a journey, but few venture to ask, a journey to where? The path of self-mastery provides an answer. It is a journey inward, toward the uncharted terrain of your own soul. While the world tempts us to seek fulfillment in external achievements, true mastery comes from within. It is not about controlling circumstances but mastering the self, understanding your mind, emotions, and behaviors so deeply that you become the architect of your destiny. To walk this path is to embrace an ongoing process of growth, shedding old identities and stepping into the highest version of yourself. It is a courageous undertaking, for the greatest battles are not with the world, but with our own fears, doubts, and attachments. Self-mastery unfolds in stages, much like the growth of a seed into a towering tree. The journey begins with awareness. Before we can change anything, we must first recognize what needs to be changed. Awareness involves observing your thoughts, actions, and patterns without judgment, shining a light on the unconscious habits that shape your life. Next comes the stage of acceptance. This is perhaps the hardest step, for it requires us to confront the parts of ourselves we wish to ignore or deny. Acceptance is not about resignation. It is about acknowledging what is true so that we can transform it. As Carl Jung famously said, "What you resist not only persists, but will grow in size." With awareness and acceptance as your foundation, you can move into alignment. This stage is about harmonizing your thoughts, actions, and values so that you live authentically. Alignment brings clarity and a sense of purpose, enabling you to make choices that reflect who you truly are. Finally, there is ascendancy. This is the stage of true self-mastery, where you transcend ego-driven desires and live in service to something greater than yourself. It is not about perfection, but progress, continually refining yourself to align more closely with your highest potential. At the heart of self-mastery lies the challenge of overcoming the ego. The ego is not inherently bad. It is a necessary part of our identity that helps us navigate the world. However, when unchecked, it can become a tyrant, driving us to seek validation, control, and superiority. The ego thrives on attachment to outcomes, possessions, and even ideas about who we think we are. These attachments create suffering because they tie our sense of worth to things outside our control. To master the self, we must loosen these attachments and embrace a mindset of detachment. Detachment does not mean indifference. It means engaging fully with life while remaining free from the need to cling. Imagine holding a bird in your hand. Grip too tightly, and you harm it. Hold too loosely, and it flies away. True mastery is about finding the delicate balance between involvement and surrender. A remarkable paradox of self-mastery is that it often leads us beyond ourselves. As we grow in awareness and authenticity, we feel an innate pull to contribute to the well-being of others. Service becomes not a duty, but a natural expression of who we are. Serving others does not mean sacrificing your needs or becoming a martyr. Rather, it means sharing your unique gifts in a way that uplifts those around you. This could be as grand as starting a nonprofit or as simple as offering a kind word to someone in need. When we live in service, we tap into a sense of interconnectedness that transcends the self. This perspective dissolves feelings of isolation and aligns us with the greater flow of life. As the poet Rumi wrote, "When you do things from your soul, you feel a river moving in you, a joy." The path of self-mastery is not walked alone. It is supported by practices and tools that nurture growth. Meditation. By stilling the mind, meditation allows us to observe our inner world and cultivate detachment from our thoughts. Journaling. Writing down your experiences, emotions, and insights can reveal patterns and provide clarity on your journey. Mindfulness. Being present in each moment helps us respond to life with intention rather than reacting out of habit. Mentorship. Learning from those who have walked this path before can accelerate your progress and provide invaluable guidance. The path of self-mastery is not without its challenges. There will be moments of doubt, resistance, and even regression. Old habits die hard, and the pull of comfort zones can be strong. Yet, these challenges are not obstacles, but opportunities. Each setback is a lesson, each failure a stepping stone. The key is to approach the journey with patience and perseverance, knowing that growth is rarely linear. Remember that self-mastery is not about eliminating all struggles, but transforming how you respond to them. Instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, view them as catalysts for deeper growth. Why undertake such a demanding journey? Because the rewards are profound. Self-mastery brings a sense of peace that is not dependent on external circumstances. It fosters resilience, enabling you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace. It deepens your relationships as authenticity replaces pretense. And most importantly, it reconnects you to the essence of who you are, a being of infinite potential and boundless love. The path of self-mastery has no final destination. It is a lifelong journey, a continuous unfolding of your potential. But that is its beauty. Each step forward brings greater freedom, joy, and fulfillment. As you walk this path, remember that self-mastery is not about becoming someone else. It is about becoming more fully yourself. It is about peeling away the layers of conditioning to reveal the brilliance that has been within you all along. So take the first step. Observe yourself with curiosity. Embrace your imperfections, and commit to growth. The path of self-mastery awaits, and with each step, you come closer to the extraordinary being you were always meant to be. Chapter 8. The Role of Meditation and Visualization. The mind is a universe unto itself, capable of shaping the reality we experience. Within its depths lie two extraordinary tools, meditation and visualization, that, when mastered, unlock a realm of infinite potential. These practices are not merely exercises of thought, they are gateways to transformation, helping us transcend the mundane and align with higher states of consciousness. Meditation and visualization are not reserved for sages or mystics. they are accessible to everyone. In the noise of modern life, they provide a sanctuary where clarity, purpose, and power are cultivated. Together, they form the foundation of intentional creation, allowing us to bridge the gap between who we are and who we are meant to become. In a world obsessed with doing, meditation reminds us of the power of simply being. At its core, meditation is the art of quieting the mind to access the vast reservoir of awareness that lies beneath our thoughts. This practice is not about escaping life, but embracing it with a presence so profound that even the mundane becomes sacred. Meditation begins with stillness. By sitting in silence, we train the mind to detach from its constant chatter. This detachment creates space, a gap between stimulus and response, where clarity and insight emerge. In this space, we discover that we are not our thoughts, but the observer of those thoughts. There are countless meditation techniques, each offering unique benefits. Mindfulness meditation teaches us to anchor ourselves in the present moment, reducing stress and enhancing awareness. Loving kindness meditation cultivates compassion, fostering a sense of interconnectedness with others. Transcendental meditation helps access deeper states of relaxation and creativity by focusing on a mantra. Body scan meditation reconnects us to our physical being, releasing tension and promoting holistic well-being. No matter the method, the act of meditating is a declaration that we are more than the chaos of our circumstances, more than the limitations of our minds. It is a return to the truth of who we are, still, infinite, and boundless. Where meditation allows us to observe life, visualization empowers us to shape it. Visualization is the practice of creating mental images of desired outcomes, aligning the mind's focus with what we want to manifest. It is the process of rehearsing success, imbuing our subconscious with the belief that what we envision is not only possible, but inevitable. Scientific research supports the power of visualization. Athletes use it to enhance performance, imagining every detail of a race or routine. Entrepreneurs visualize successful ventures to overcome fear and doubt. The mind, as studies show, cannot always distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. This blurring of boundaries rewires neural pathways, making our visualized goals feel within reach. The key to effective visualization lies in the details. It is not enough to picture a vague idea of success. You must immerse yourself in the full sensory experience. What does your dream feel like? What sounds, sights, and emotions accompany it? By engaging all senses, you make the vision visceral, amplifying its magnetic pull. However, visualization is not daydreaming. It is an active and intentional process, grounded in the understanding that your thoughts influence your reality. It is the blueprint from which your life is built, reminding you that you are the creator, not the bystander, of your destiny. When combined, meditation and visualization form a dynamic duo, balancing introspection with creation. Meditation clears the mind, creating a fertile ground for visualization to take root. Without the stillness of meditation, visualization risks being clouded by doubt and distraction. Without the focus of visualization, meditation may remain a passive experience, disconnected from tangible outcomes. Together, they harmonize the inner and outer worlds. Meditation tunes you into your true self, while visualization propels you toward your future self. This synergy transforms desires into realities and struggles into opportunities for growth. Consider beginning your day with a meditative practice to center yourself, followed by a visualization exercise where you mentally rehearse the success and joy you wish to experience. This combination sets the tone for your day, aligning your energy with your intentions. Beyond its practical benefits, meditation serves as a doorway to higher consciousness. In the silence of meditation, the ego dissolves, revealing a connection to something greater. Call it the universe, the divine, or collective consciousness. This expanded awareness shifts your perspective. Problems that once seemed overwhelming shrink in significance. Desires that once felt urgent become secondary to a deeper sense of purpose. In this state, life feels less like a series of random events and more like a beautifully orchestrated symphony, with you as both the musician and the audience. Visualization is the bridge between your inner vision and your external reality. But manifestation requires more than mental imagery. It demands alignment. Your actions, beliefs, and emotions must support the vision you seek to create. For instance, visualizing financial abundance is only effective if your behaviors align with that goal. Are you managing your finances wisely? Are you taking steps to increase your income? Similarly, visualizing health must be accompanied by healthy choices in diet and exercise. Visualization is not about wishful thinking. It is about inspired action. When paired with belief and effort, it becomes a powerful force that accelerates your journey toward your goals. Practical steps for incorporating these practices. 1. Set a regular practice. Dedicate at least 10-20 minutes daily to meditation and visualization. Consistency is key. 2. Create a sacred space. Choose a quiet, comfortable spot where you can practice without distractions. 3. Start small. If meditation feels challenging, begin with just a few minutes of focusing on your breath. Similarly, start visualizing small, achievable goals before tackling larger ones. 4. Combine with affirmations. Pair your visualizations with affirmations to reinforce positive beliefs. 5. Journal your experiences. Writing down your insights and goals enhances clarity and tracks your progress. Meditation and visualization are not quick fixes. They are lifelong practices that evolve with you. Their power lies in their ability to reconnect you with your inner strength, shifting you from a passive observer of life to an active participant. Through meditation, you cultivate peace and awareness. Through visualization, you channel that awareness into creation. Together, they empower you to live intentionally, transforming your thoughts into reality and your potential into purpose. Every time you meditate, you rediscover your essence. Every time you visualize, you design your future. In embracing these practices, you step into the role of the creator, alchemizing your intentions into the masterpiece of your life. Chapter 9. Overcoming obstacles and embracing challenges. Life's journey is rarely a straight path. It twists and turns, presenting obstacles that test our resolve, wisdom, and strength. Yet, within these challenges lie the seeds of growth and transformation. They are not punishments, but invitations. Opportunities to rise above limitations, discover resilience, and forge a deeper understanding of ourselves. To overcome obstacles and embrace challenges is to engage fully with life's complexity. It is a courageous act of choosing growth over stagnation, hope over despair. In this chapter, we delve into the mindset, tools, and practices that turn life's adversities into stepping stones for personal evolution. Resilience is not about avoiding hardship, but about facing it head-on and emerging stronger. It is the ability to adapt and thrive despite adversity. Resilience does not mean suppressing emotions or pretending difficulties don't hurt. It means processing those emotions and moving forward with purpose. At its core, resilience is built on 3 pillars. 1. Self-awareness. Knowing your emotions and triggers enables you to navigate challenges with clarity. When you understand your responses, you can choose actions aligned with your values rather than reacting impulsively. 2. Adaptability. Life is ever-changing, and rigid thinking often leads to frustration. Embracing flexibility allows you to adjust your plans without losing sight of your goals. 3. Optimism. This is not blind positivity, but a belief that challenges hold meaning and that solutions are possible. Optimism fuels perseverance, helping you see beyond the immediate difficulty. Building resilience requires practice. Start by reframing setbacks as learning experiences. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" This subtle shift transforms obstacles into opportunities for growth. Failure is often feared and misunderstood. We are conditioned to equate it with weakness or inadequacy, yet failure is an integral part of success. Every great innovator, leader, and artist has faced failure, often repeatedly. What sets them apart is their ability to extract wisdom from it. To learn from failure, acknowledge it. Denying or ignoring failure prevents growth. Accept it as a natural part of progress. Reflect deeply. What went wrong? What could you have done differently? Reflection turns failure into a teacher. Separate self-worth from outcome. You are not defined by your failures. They are experiences, not identities. Adjust and try again. Use the insights gained to refine your approach. Resilience grows stronger each time you rise after a fall. Failure is not the end of the road. It is a detour that leads to a better path. Embracing it as part of your journey transforms it from a source of shame to a catalyst for innovation and growth. Our mindset shapes how we perceive challenges. A negative mindset views obstacles as insurmountable. A positive mindset sees them as temporary and surmountable. Cultivating a positive mindset does not mean ignoring difficulties. It means choosing to focus on solutions and possibilities. To nurture positivity. 1. Practice gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right. Even amidst challenges, there is always something to be thankful for. 2. Surround yourself with supportive people. The company you keep influences your thoughts. Positive, encouraging individuals inspire hope and resilience. 3. Reframe challenges. Instead of viewing them as problems, see them as puzzles to solve or lessons to learn. 4. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledging progress, no matter how small, builds momentum and confidence. A positive mindset is not about denying pain or difficulty. It is about holding on to hope and recognizing that every storm eventually passes. Psychologist Carol Dweck introduced the concept of the growth mindset, which contrasts with the fixed mindset. A fixed mindset believes abilities and intelligence are static. A growth mindset believes they can be developed through effort and learning. When you embrace a growth mindset, challenges become stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. You begin to see every difficulty as an opportunity to expand your capabilities. To cultivate a growth mindset, seek challenges. View them as opportunities to learn rather than threats to avoid. Welcome feedback. Constructive criticism is a gift that highlights areas for improvement. Persist through setbacks. Every failure is a step closer to success. Focus on effort over outcome. Celebrate the process of growth rather than fixating solely on results. With a growth mindset, you approach life with curiosity and resilience, turning obstacles into catalysts for transformation. Practical strategies for overcoming obstacles. 1. Break it down. Large problems often feel overwhelming. Divide them into smaller, manageable steps. Focus on what you can do today. 2. Shift perspectives. Imagine viewing the challenge from a higher vantage point. What would your future self, a mentor, or a friend advise? 3. Use affirmations. Replace self-defeating thoughts with empowering ones. For example, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," say, "I'm learning how to handle this." 4. Take care of yourself. Physical and mental well-being are crucial during challenging times. Rest, nutrition, and mindfulness boost your ability to cope. 5. Stay persistent. Progress may be slow, but consistency is key. Keep moving forward, even if the steps feel small. Challenges are not curses, they are invitations to grow. They strip away illusions, forcing us to confront our fears, limitations, and assumptions. In doing so, they reveal our hidden strengths and untapped potential. Every obstacle carries a lesson, every setback a hidden blessing. The darkest nights often lead to the brightest dawns. When you embrace this truth, challenges lose their power to intimidate. They become allies on your journey, shaping you into the person you are destined to become. Overcoming obstacles and embracing challenges requires courage, resilience, and faith in your ability to grow. It demands that you see beyond the immediate pain to the greater purpose. Life's difficulties are not designed to break you, but to build you, preparing you for the heights you are meant to reach. As you face challenges, remember this: you are stronger than you think, wiser than you realize, and more capable than you know. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a testament to your courage. Every challenge overcome is a victory of the spirit. In the grand tapestry of life, challenges are the threads that give it texture and depth. Embrace them, for they are the making of your story, the story of a soul that dared to rise. Chapter 10. The Teachings of the Great Masters, a Practical Guide. Throughout history, there have been individuals whose wisdom transcended time, whose insights illuminated the path for those willing to listen. These great masters, ancient philosophers, mystics, and modern-day sages, have left behind a legacy that continues to influence and inspire. In their teachings lie the secrets to mastering life, not through external success alone, but by cultivating a deeper understanding of ourselves, our purpose, and our connection to the universe. This chapter serves as a practical guide to the teachings of some of these great minds. It invites you to explore their profound wisdom, not as abstract theory, but as actionable steps to live a life of greater meaning, clarity, and fulfillment. By applying their teachings, we can unlock the potential within ourselves and transform our daily experiences into opportunities for growth. In ancient times, the great minds of history sought to understand the nature of existence, the meaning of life, and the path to enlightenment. They did not merely theorize about these concepts, they lived them, embodying their principles in their everyday actions. Figures such as Socrates, Buddha, Lao Tzu, and the mystics of the Sufi tradition offered insights into the human condition that remain profoundly relevant today. Socrates taught the power of questioning. His famous dictum, "The unexamined life is not worth living," encourages us to challenge assumptions, seek truth, and always be curious. Socrates demonstrated that wisdom does not lie in having all the answers, but in asking the right questions. In modern life, this translates to constantly evaluating our choices, our values, and our beliefs, ensuring that they align with our true self rather than societal expectations. Buddha illuminated the path to inner peace through the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. His teachings emphasize mindfulness, compassion, and the impermanence of life. Buddha's insight that suffering arises from attachment invites us to examine our attachments, whether to material possessions, relationships, or ideas, and embrace the art of letting go. This process of detachment allows us to experience greater freedom and tranquility. Lao Tzu, the founder of Taoism, taught the way of the Tao, the natural flow of the universe. His principles of simplicity, humility, and non-action offer a counterbalance to the chaos of modern life. By aligning with the Tao, we are reminded that sometimes the best way to act is to surrender to life's natural rhythms, trusting that we are part of a larger, interconnected whole. These ancient teachings invite us to look within and recognize that the answers to life's greatest questions do not lie outside of us, but within. The key to a fulfilled life lies not in the pursuit of external achievements, but in aligning with our inner truth and living with mindfulness and intention. In the modern era, thinkers like Manly P. Hall have continued the work of the ancient sages, providing new lenses through which we can understand the esoteric mysteries of life. Manly P. Hall, an influential philosopher, author, and mystic, delved deeply into the realms of symbolism, metaphysics, and the ancient wisdom traditions. He taught that life's true mysteries are not hidden, but are instead veiled by layers of meaning, waiting to be uncovered by those willing to seek them. One of Hall's key insights is the importance of self-knowledge. He argued that true wisdom can only come from a deep understanding of oneself and the nature of reality. This principle echoes the ancient aphorism, "Know thyself." According to Hall, without self-awareness, we are prisoners of unconscious patterns and beliefs. Only through introspection and meditation can we access the deeper realms of the subconscious and begin to understand the forces that shape our lives. Additionally, modern masters like Eckhart Tolle and Deepak Chopra teach us the power of living in the present moment. Tolle's book, The Power of Now, invites us to free ourselves from the tyranny of the past and future, emphasizing that true happiness exists only in the present. Chopra's teachings on the nature of consciousness and the mind's ability to shape reality encourage us to recognize the power of our thoughts and intentions. When we align our consciousness with the universal flow of energy, we can manifest our deepest desires and experience a profound sense of peace. These modern-day sages continue to bridge the gap between ancient wisdom and contemporary life, offering tools to navigate the challenges of the modern world with spiritual awareness and inner strength. The wisdom of great masters, whether ancient or modern, offers timeless principles that can be applied to our daily lives. Yet, in a world filled with distractions, noise, and constant change, the challenge lies not in understanding these teachings, but in living them. How can we take the profound teachings of Socrates, Buddha, Lao Tzu, and Manly P. Hall and apply them to our contemporary struggles, our relationships, our work, and our personal growth? 1. Live with purpose and intention. The first step is to live with clarity about your values and goals. As Socrates taught, we must examine our lives to ensure that our actions align with our deepest truths. Take time to reflect on what truly matters to you. Is it success, wealth, or recognition? Or is it peace, love, and connection? Once you understand your purpose, live each day with intention, making decisions that support your higher vision. 2. Practice mindfulness and presence. Incorporating the teachings of Buddha and Eckhart Tolle, embrace the practice of mindfulness. Spend time each day simply being present, whether through meditation, deep breathing, or simply observing the world around you. This practice brings peace and clarity, allowing you to respond to life's challenges with calm and insight. 3. Embrace simplicity and surrender. Inspired by Lao Tzu, simplify your life. Let go of unnecessary material pursuits and focus on the essence of life: love, connection, and service. Trust in the flow of the universe, surrendering the need to control everything. Recognize that true strength comes not from resistance, but from flowing with life's natural course. 4. Cultivate self-awareness. As Manly P. Hall teaches, self-awareness is key to spiritual growth. Dedicate time to introspection and self-inquiry. Journaling, meditation, and contemplation are powerful tools to uncover hidden beliefs, fears, and desires. When we understand our motivations and fears, we can begin to release the patterns that no longer serve us. The teachings of the great masters are not abstract philosophies. They are practical tools for living a fulfilled and meaningful life. By embracing their wisdom, we can transcend the limitations of the ego and the mind, aligning ourselves with our higher purpose. Whether you draw inspiration from Socrates, Buddha, Lao Tzu, or modern masters like Manly P. Hall, the path to enlightenment is always open to those who are willing to seek, learn, and live with authenticity. As you apply these teachings, remember that wisdom is not something to be attained, but something to be embodied. It is a way of being, a state of awareness that transforms every moment of life into an opportunity for growth and understanding. The great masters have shown us the way. Now, it is our turn to walk it. Conclusion. In the end, the journey of turning our intentions into reality is not merely about achieving external success, but about cultivating an inner transformation. It is the process of aligning our thoughts, beliefs, and actions with a deeper sense of purpose, guided by the timeless wisdom of those who have come before us. The great masters, both ancient and modern, have offered us the tools to unlock our fullest potential, not by conquering the world, but by mastering ourselves. To live with intention, clarity, and balance is to become the alchemist of our own lives, transmuting the base elements of fear, doubt, and limitation into the gold of possibility, fulfillment, and peace. As you move forward, remember that the power to create your reality lies not in the outside world, but in the quiet, transformative work you do within. Every moment is an opportunity to shape the life you desire, not just through thought, but through action, awareness, and the wisdom of your heart.